October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Okay. So, resuming. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Yeah, really, it's nothing. Right? Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix.
So, has she locked in for days? Have days passed?
Well,
as a spirit.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah. 18th to 19. She went to sleep and woke up in spirit form.
I guess. Did you sleep well? Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
Jesus.
Whoa! Mia, chill.
Jesus. Okay. He walks the void between life and death. That's why I can fucking... That's nuts. There's no time for dead people jokes, please. Is it, like, straight to the chair in this world? Do we know? We haven't found out yet, right?
I assume it's rope.
Not a box? We don't know.
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked. Oh, wow. Death row is in fact a thing. Is this something we find out in future cases and or games? When do we find out about what happens to people? Is that like part 5 or something? Later games. Gotcha. Something overlooked.
We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. Is that or lose the trial?
This isn't gonna be easy.
October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Very punctual, this court, huh?
Very punctual.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Do you still eat and function normally when your body is apparitioned? What effects does it have on you? I'm so curious.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court.
No one is calling attention to the lady over there slumped over with a stand glowing behind her. Looking like Devil Trigger Nero from Part 4 specifically. Or Ein from Soul Calibur 5 if you would. Totally normal.
Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it'll be that producer.
The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand.
Or that director.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Will the witness put on some deodorant? Never!
How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Ruffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Very well. Execute him.
Whoa!
Guilty. Capital.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste time she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Yeah, that edited Control-Alt-Delete comic where the judge just goes, death. The day of the murder.
I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through.
The bubbles and not the water. A risky bet.
Hey, man. It's 7:37. We worked hard.
Feeling good?
We worked hard.
Yeah.
During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. Took a lot more time than I thought it would.
Wow. That's a cool picture of Hammer.
I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area.
Jeez, he's ripped.
Yeah. And Will looks like the coach from almost look like rival schools, you know?
Okay, yeah.
I had a meeting in Studio 2's trailer, and I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in the meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination.
The day of the murder.
I was at the studios from around 9 that morning.
Hold on. Is that when you always come into work?
Oh, no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Jesus Christ, yo, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Nail him to the wall.
You should have said that out loud, Phoenix.
Quiet part out loud. Damn. Phoenix is going in. I'm taking all of y'all down.
Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day.
Tell us more about that.
During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through.
In the employee area?
That's right. It was a fight scene between a steel samurai and an evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lugs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us 4. Took a lot more time than I thought it would.
Why did it go on so long?
Pretty sure that you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
Right, thus the limp.
Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Roffs!
Rolling on floor sleeping? Starving?
Ah, okay.
I hear that everyone else ate in the lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch?
T-bone steak. The assistant cooks them up.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area.
Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them.
But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat.
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix,
Yeah?
doesn't something about this seem odd to you?
I'd have to run through it again. I guess I'll say it's a little vague. Or you can go hard in on it's contradictory. Let's see. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manella, just now you said steak, at least. So you ate something other than steak?
Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation.
Uh-huh.
I see. Is that all? Sure, I was onto something there.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh. Denied. Mr. Wright, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh. The wheel of fate is turning.
What are you trying to point out here? Okay. I was in the studios from 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. The employee area is over there.
Okay.
This is all before the area to Studio 2 got blocked, because we're talking about lunch, and then he's talking about 9 a.m. So...
He got here at 9 a.m.?
He got here at 9 a.m.
that morning.
He was doing an action scene run-through. Took more time than I thought it would. So everyone else... I hear everyone else ate lunch in the employee area.
Okay.
But I had a meeting in Studio 2's trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch.
Okay.
So you could have accessed Studio 2 before 2:15. And you skipped lunch, so you were there till 4 o'clock. We were in the meeting until 4. During the meeting, pretty sure no one left their chairs.
Phoenix. If this alibi holds, you're finished. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying.
Right. Alright, let me press again.
Yeah. It was pretty busy all day. In the morning, they were doing the action scene. In the employee area, a fight scene. There was Old Bag and himself. She was cheering for Hammer. And then it took more time.
Because like, there's a possibility of like the kid being there as well, but him sneaking or no, he saw the murder. The director and producer, he said just us 4.
Yes.
Nothing here presents the idea that the producer was there. I don't think anything. Is it about is it about where he was? That's kind of failing? Okay, hold on. Let me see. From 9 that morning. Action scene run through. Took a lot more time. Yeah, okay, none of the pressable line. Okay, you can't press the amount of people that were there. That was part of his.
Doesn't seem like it.
Here everyone ate lunch. So there's like the 3 or so lines dedicated to the lunch bit. Had a meeting. Let me just keep pressing. Hold on.
Yeah, go over the pressing and see what's going on, I guess. Maybe you'll see something. Hopefully. Yeah, he twisted his ankle. Everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Good steaks. Manella missed out on some steaks, that's too bad.
Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them, as he specifies. Right. Nothing here really pertains to that. Could it be about photos being taken? On the way from one area to the other?
What do you mean?
No, that doesn't seem. I'm trying to just follow through. I'm like, are we trying to think about going from one area to the other and getting if a photograph was taken or so? But no, I mean that he was locked into Studio 2 regardless. Okay. Everyone else, meaning he was not present, had a meeting in Studio 2's trailer.
He skipped lunch.
In the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak. That does seem odd that you mention it. Mr. Manella?
What do you want? Huh?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Right. Who ate lunch there?
Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
A mental image I'll carry with me to my grave.
Oh.
Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony.
Yeah.
I'll press on that one a bit more. We're in the meeting till around 4. What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story in our budget. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours were not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can.
Uh-huh.
So nobody left the table during the whole meeting?
During the meeting, well, I'm sure no one left their chairs.
You didn't take a single break?
Yeah, well, no, not a one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck me. Okay, I think I know what happened there. I didn't finish pressing every statement. But when it went to Mia, I thought that was the end, because usually...
Oh, that's why you got mind game.
Yeah, I got so mixed up, because usually they stop to talk to you when you go, we're at the end. But she was actually in the middle of the press with the 3-way split.
Yeah.
So it did the thing that usually comes at the end there. So I got super mixed up by that.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. What's going on? Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break?
Yeah, awful.
Well?
Yeah,
Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Witness's testimony.
The break.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12! Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. Oh! That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
Cross-examination.
The break.
What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30? That's a time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise.
But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only base 13 and base 12.
What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak. What else?
There were 2 plates on that table?
Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez plate.
Oh.
D. Vasquez, the producer.
To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat.
Nah, try me, Edgeworth.
Not enough time for someone to come in Studio One.
Why is that?
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning?
Bro, how slow are y'all at eating? You cut the food, you chew it, you swallow, and then you eat the next piece. And then you eat your sides, you drink, and we're good. You can slow it down if you want to really savor it. If you want to slow it down, if you want to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're on a break,
Yeah.
you can chop, chew, eat, swallow. You know, if you want to sit and savor it when you know you have fucking minutes,
Yeah.
then okay. But that doesn't mean you can't do it.
That is true. You can eat very fast a steak in 15 minutes if that's all the time you have.
If that's what you got.
Yeah. Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One? That hamster in your brain is running.
Yeah, because it's basically like either no, they couldn't have gone because the path was blocked, or yes, they could because they were the one that blocked the path. Right? If the person in question, if we're talking about can Studio 2 people get to Studio 1, then the path is blocked and it's like, well, no, they can't because there's a barrier in the way. But if the barrier were not in the way and someone leaves and creates that barrier, then yes, somebody could have done it, if that's in fact what happened. So, assuming we're not... like, the blocked path, it seems to be like, hey, just walking through the woods doesn't seem to be part of what the...
Yeah.
you know, they're getting at.
The path
Like,
is blocked.
the kid was in the trees, but the path is blocked, right?
Yeah.
So, that's the
And
thought.
they won't go... Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, is it the obvious or is it second guess it to say the blocking occurred because the person who left to do it created that block? You know what I mean?
I see.
So there's two ways to think about it.
And what do your instincts tell you?
Well, the problem is when these split decision moments, I want to read the question back again, but I'm kind of unable to do so. But it's pretty much just Edgeworth going, you're not saying that someone from the trailer went to Studio 1. What time are we talking about? We're talking about after lunch. We're talking about when they had their late break, at which point Will was sleeping. Yeah, is there a dialogue button here? I don't see one.
No, but what are you looking for?
Just the last couple.
Edgeworth's speech?
Yeah?
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning?
Oh, you have the full script right there?
I just pulled it up.
Okay.
Your Honor, the testimony
Damn.
to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. Phoenix, what? Edgeworth, something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you are suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. And the judge's like, well, Mr. Wright? And Mia says it's critical. Judge is asking you right now, do you claim someone from trailer went to Studio 1?
Good shit, thank you.
Stenographer on point.
Yes, read that back. Read that back. The old lady with the glasses. Okay. Let's go the road of thinking that somebody that created the barrier could have gone. I claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then this trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
All right. I've got the judge thinking now.
Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright.
What's your point, Edgeworth?
You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record.
The court record?
Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path.
Mrs. Monkey? Whoa, you're right.
True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. Objection. You misgendered the monkey, Edgeworth.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand.
What? It's over?
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows.
Huh.
We have found that there were several other people in the Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1.
I took damage, but we're moving forward.
They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Okay. So sometimes there's moments where you're going to progress either way, but it's a right or wrong take damage moment. Okay. So the interpretation there was Phoenix forgot about the blocked evidence as opposed to thought that the person who did it could make it.
Yeah, I don't know about forgot, but yeah, from that point, that's what they made it look like.
No. My thought was, I was like, maybe that could be the twist to it, but like the Phoenix in the scene went, I forgot about the block, which, you know, all right.
Oh, she doesn't look happy.
What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
Yeah. I guess we don't know why the monkey head broke or what caused it, conveniently, but it's a factor, and that's all there is to it.
What's gonna happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it.
Oh, did they just say it was the wind that just blew the head? Is that what it is? Did they just say that? I think I might have forgotten that detail, if so.
Oh, well, I think something fell and broke, was it like a tree or something? I forget the... but it was like something natural.
Did D. Vasquez say that when she took us to it? Okay. Yeah. Alright.
Leave us to it and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere after all.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. I'll show you my Wu-Tang style.
Put that child on the stand.
11:15. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Yeah. Grill this kid. Put a light lamp in his face.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth is taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. There's plenty of them out back, too many of them. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
Oh, what? Just because you're all grown up, don't mean you can push me around.
Did you kill him, Cody? Did you do it? Was it you? Ah!
Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is gonna be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Ankle biters.
Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you in grams with the beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
True, that's why you gotta sketch it out.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it in. I'd like special permission, if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey,
I just got this new camera.
Looks like evidence to me.
Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder.
Yeah.
You'd better make a note of it in the court record.
Cody's camera has been added to the court record.
A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it.
Fun fact, I just learned.
Eh?
So you know how sometimes in some states you can show someone in court in video or photo, but in other states you can only have a sketch or a painting of the witness or the plaintiff or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you have like court drawings instead.
Yes.
So the reason why that exists in some places but not in others is because in the states where they don't show photos or they don't allow them, they don't want somebody's photo of them being in the courtroom to be seen if they're considered not guilty, but still the image of them being on trial makes the association of them being guilty and puts the image out there. So like if they go on trial and then they're found not guilty, and the picture of them being on trial still makes it seem like they were, that kind of defames their image and it makes them seem like they did it even though they didn't.
So to bypass that, they just do a drawing? Or?
So to make sure that doesn't happen and that you can't use someone's photo in that way if they were not guilty in the end, they make it so that you have to just draw it, but you can't show photos of them on the stand. Yeah.
That's weird.
It's interesting, but the thought process is that a drawing is not going to convey that same feeling to people versus seeing a
Hard, cold photo,
which makes you automatically go, oh, I see you in the context of being guilty, therefore you must be guilty. And there must be something psychological to that. That's not wrong. I can see that being like, oh yeah, there they are. They're in court. They're on the stand. Therefore, no matter what they say, I'm associating them as being guilty. You know, a drawing not
even as a witness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A drawing not conveying that same energy or being just distant enough to be like, okay, it's the moment, but I'm not going to lock that emotion into my brain.
Okay.
You know, is like, I kind of get it. You know, it sucks in some cases, of course, especially when the person is certainly guilty, but I get the logic behind how we got here. But yeah, it turns out that's why they do it either way.
So you draw him with like an evil face and like...
yeah, for the frowniest and evilest of eyes.
Frowny eyes, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. And then there's like, Supreme Court where like literally nothing is allowed, You can't even draw shit. Like it's just audio tape sometime at best or nothing. So yeah. The more you know.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
Witness's testimony.
Witness's account.